The audio you're about to hear was recorded in Anchor. Learn more at anchor.fm.
Hi everyone, this is Aaron. Today is Wednesday, August 23rd, 2017. You are listening to the Sound Words podcast. This is an experimental podcast that I am hosting where I can talk about whatever I want. Mostly, the topics will be about Christianity, culture, current events, and corporate worship. These are things that I am very passionate about and things that I enjoy talking about. I would like this podcast to be a resource for anyone who is listening. I want to offer any knowledge or advice that I have so I can be a benefit to my listeners. But this podcast is also a way for me to practice speaking. I want to practice speaking clearly, and I want to get rid of saying verbal tics such as or or like or okay. These are words that I find myself saying a lot when I'm teaching 11th grade Sunday school. And so I want to focus on having straight, direct conversation and trying to make it sound as natural as possible. Some days I might not try so hard to make it perfect, but that is one of my goals with this podcast. So thank you for listening to the Sound Words podcast. This week, I am talking about a book that I had the privilege of being on the launch team for. The book is called Recapturing the Wonder, and it's by Mike Cosper. Recapturing the Wonder by Mike Cosper. The whole point of the book is about being enchanted again in your walk with God, specifically by employing the spiritual disciplines such as Bible reading and prayer. I have been sharing a quote every day so far this week, and today's quote will be from the book. The quote is, "Your daily routine has a worldview." Your daily routine has a worldview. This quote stood out to me because I love learning about Christian worldview. I have been under the conviction that everyone has a worldview. Whether a Christian worldview, a secular worldview, any worldview is out there, and people live their lives according to worldview. Worldview is the way that we view the world, and each individual person views the world in their own unique way. For Christians, we are supposed to view the world through the lens of the Bible. This is how God expects us and how God wants us to view the world. Mike Cosper in this quote is saying that in our day-to-day routines, we reveal how we see the world. From everything such as how we wake up, if we check our phones the first thing in the morning, how we spend our time, how we spend our money, what we do with our family, what we do with our friends, how we spend our free time, how we spend our day-to-day, and even what time we go to sleep. What are the things that we do before we go to sleep? And what are our thoughts as we go to sleep? Our daily routine reveals our worldview. For the Christian, our time spent in our day-to-day should reflect how we feel and how we value God. For myself, I know that I need to spend more time in Bible reading and prayer. This is basic Christianity. And as a music leader, I need to be thinking hard about these things, because if I am to be leading people into God's presence through Jesus Christ, I need to be spending time with Him during the week. Thanks for listening to the Sound Words podcast. I am trying to release a new episode every weekday. I hope to have you along for the journey. See you again soon.
The audio you just heard was recorded in Anchor. Learn more at anchor.fm.